Goldbeard's treasure. Goldbeard the pirate was a famous treasure hunter. He could read maps like nobody else. The thing he enjoyed most was filling his ship with gold. One day Goldbeard landed on an island and followed his map to a spot marked with an X. He counted 100 steps, and there was a man sitting on a pile of gold and jewels.
"Well, blow me down,"
shouted the pirate.
"Who are you? What are you doing here?"
"I got washed up on this island after a shipwreck," explained the man. "I found this treasure by chance, and now it's my treasure." Goldbeard was furious. He shouted and yelled, but in the end he calmed down, because all pirates follow the law that says,
"Finders keepers."
"My name is Victor," said the man.
"A fat lot of good that is to me,"
grumbled Goldbeard. Victor could see that the pirate was disappointed. He said, "Tell me, what would you do if this treasure was yours?" Goldbeard thought for a moment.
I would buy a big house where I could stay between adventures."
Victor thought for a moment. Then he asked the pirate to follow him. "You want a big house?" said Victor. "You mean like this one?" Goldbeard stared at the biggest wooden house he had ever seen. Victor invited him into the house.
"Wow,"
said Goldbeard.
"What a lot of stuff. Did you make all of this?"
"Yes, I did," said Victor. "I'm not very good at sailing, but I'm very good at DIY. Then he said, "Would you like some pineapple juice?" Pirates don't usually drink fruit juice, but Goldbeard was curious to see how the strange machine worked, so he said,
"Yes."
Victor turned a handle and pineapple juice dripped down into a coconut shell cup. Goldbeard was amazed. The pirate asked Victor,
"What about you? What will you do with all this gold?"
"Well," said Victor, "before you arrived there was nothing to buy on this island. Tell me, Goldbeard, how much is your boat worth?" The pirate burst out laughing.
"Ha ha ha ha! You got a nerve, Victor. I will never sell my ship. But to thank you for your hospitality, I'll show you around it."
"That's better than nothing," said Victor, smiling. Goldbeard's ship had sailed many seas and been through many battles. The pirate had patched up the hull and repaired the sails several times, but it was still a fine ship. Victor was full of admiration. He said, "I've always dreamed of exploring the world on a beautiful ship like this one."
"You dream of it,"
said Goldbeard, chuckling.
"I do it."
They went inside the pirate's cabin. Victor was fascinated. "All these maps, Goldbeard, all these souvenirs that you brought back. You must have thousands of stories to tell."
"You are right, my friend. Sit down in my armchair, and I'll tell you about a few of my most exciting adventures."
Goldbeard cleared his throat and began to tell the story of his fierce battle with the terrible Blackbeard.
"I got him in the end,"
said the pirate an hour later as he ended the tale.
"Blackbeard was in a terrible state. He was so scared that his beard had turned white."
"What an amazing story," said Victor. Then he added, "And what about your leg? How did you lose it? I bet it was during a battle with the king's soldiers."
"Ha!"
said Goldbeard.
"None of the king's soldiers has ever managed to lay a finger on me. No, it was a sea monster that gobbled up my leg. See that huge tooth? That is all that's left of him. I won't tell you any more. You might have nightmares."
Early the next morning, back at Victor's house, the two men were having their breakfast. The pirate took a sip of mango juice and said,
I had an idea last night.
Really? Said Victor. Me too. But you go first, Goldbeard. Goldbeard said,
I told you yesterday that I will never sell you my boat. But if you want to come on an adventure with me, there is plenty of room for two on my ship.
I am delighted to accept your offer, said Victor. Goldbeard smiled happily. Then Goldbeard asked,
What was your idea?
Victor said, How would it be if you came to rest here at my house between adventures? Of course, it's not as comfortable as a palace you could have bought with the treasure, but maybe it will be enough for you.
Real pirates have no use for too much comfort, so it's a deal,
said Goldbeard. The pirate and his new friend sailed away the next day. They agreed they would return soon after their adventure. As for the treasure, they left it on the beach, because there are some things you can't buy, and one of them is friendship. The end.